Hello and welcome to another update video about ICP. It's quite interesting at the moment. I have rarely seen such a discrepancy between different charts in the crypto market. I mean, when we talk about bullish cycles, we have quite a lot of charts that look different, very different from each other. For example, ICP looks very similar to AVAX at the moment. They have a similar structure from the October lows. However, it looks completely different to, for example, Matic, Link, okay? And there are some charts that are ready for a breakout. Okay, they might make one more tiny low, but really ICP, for example, is screaming for a deep pullback. So it is quite strange. I just want to say that it's just an observation, not predicting anything or so, but it's just an observation. So the thing is, for example, I'm quite bullish on Bitcoin at the moment, yeah? As long as we're holding a certain level and it's looking good at the moment, it's looking good. For ICP, I don't see anything, very, very directly bullish. I mean, anything is possible. It's just that I always prefer to lean with probabilities. So what do we have here on this chart? Let's talk about, again, a short-term bullish and short-term bearish scenario. Why not start with the short-term bullish one, which is not the primary scenario, not the preferred interpretation? Well, we are dealing here with a situation in which I'm counting the move up as an A wave. And the move down is basically a B wave. And we should, as long as the pullbacks are corrective, see a C wave rally at some point, maybe over the coming months. That could take us to $23.60 next and then $42. Then we have to take it from there. The thing is, in the short-term bullish scenario, I would have to assume that this B wave pullback is possibly already in. B waves can be extremely shallow, but a B wave that doesn't even reach the 38.2 retracement is somewhat unusual, but not impossible, of course. So it is a short-term bullish scenario to say, okay, we've got 3 waves down and it reacted only to, I believe it would be the 23.6 fib level. Let's see where that was. It probably even came a little lower than that. That was at 1086. The price actually dipped down to 952. Okay, so it was not directly a reaction to that fib level, but it did get into the region between these two, 38.2 and 23.6 fibs. That's still very shallow for a B wave. Now, other than a wave 2, B waves can more frequently be shallow, extremely shallow. B waves are some of the most difficult waves to forecast. Therefore, I'm always on the lookout for alternatives when we're dealing with B waves. So I cannot rule out that this was a B wave, that it's complete. We're now in the C wave to the upside. The problem comes then with what happens here, because this is just a big mess. Overlapping price action, an ascending wedge, literally not really any significant upside momentum, no breakouts to the upside yet. So there isn't anything that I'm confident about to say, this is really bullish now. Of course, it is possible there is short-term bullish scenario, but this would be invalidated with a break below the $9.55 level, which is the low from the 23rd of January. Okay, so that is short-term bullish, holding that level, and then obviously it needs to chop higher, but I don't see a clear setup. Yeah, it might be that in the coming weeks something emerges, but there isn't really anything. Especially as long as we haven't even reached, let me just double check something. As long as we haven't even reached $16.42, I only have 3 waves. I don't even have 5 waves, even if it stretches higher from here. I would need to see 5 clear waves. That this is just an overlapping corrective structure. So as I said, there is a short-term bullish count, but there is a reason why it's only the alternative. Again, anything is possible, but yeah, we're not here for what could be. We're actually here for what should be. And sometimes the market takes the other route. We can't avoid that, I'm not making the markets, but the thing is, there's no point trading something when it doesn't give us clear parameters. At least not Elliott wave wise. You might always, obviously trade it based on, I don't know, another trading system. You might trade it based on because you love ICP, that's completely different. But based on Elliott wave, literally there is no clear long trade setup here. From a short-term bearish point of view, which is what I'm favoring, that's at least my preferred interpretation of the chart. We have an A wave down in 3 waves. We have a B wave, which could still stretch higher. Even an extended B wave is of course possible, but it would be a B wave. So the bottom line is, as long as I don't see 5 waves to the upside and it remains a 3-wave move or an extended 3-wave move as shown with the red line, I have to lean towards the yellow count, which is short-term bearish, which allows for a dip down into that support region between $4.12 and $8.40. 840. However, I have to say that obviously there is no need to come down very low into this support region. It would be enough, just get a C wave, maybe touch the 38.2 fib level at 840 or the 50% fib level at 682, and that's it. And then maybe it can turn around from there. This would be short-term bullish. What needs to short-term bearish? What would need to happen for that? Well, a break below the A wave low at $9, $9.50 basically. And then we can use this support area to watch for a potential reaction to the upside. But at the moment, it's just chopping around there, not really giving us anything clear. I mean, this is just corrective. So that means if you're a range trader, I mean, you could use that basically the range boundaries here between $16.40, which is the top there, all the way down to $9.50, and then you're just trading the choppy range. Or you have a grid bot running. Different options here, hundreds of ways to trade this, but not a very clear setup for a trending move. So yeah, that's my update about ICP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.